Promotions, transfers, and separations. An employee is promoted for one or several of the following reasons: to place an employee in a position where he or she will be of greater value to the organization, to recognize good performance and reward the employee, to increase an employee's organizational effectiveness, to build morale, loyalty, and sense of belonging to the organization, to promote job satisfaction, to encourage employees who fit into the organization's human relations culture, to attract suitable and competent workers, to create a feeling of contentment, to furnish an incentive for initiative, enterprise, and ambition, to conserve proven skill, training, and ability, to reduce discontent and unrest, to suggest logical training for advancement. Promotion program and procedure. Criteria for a sound promotion policy. It should be consistent. It should be fair and impartial. It should be a planned activity. A promotion policy requires management to do the following. 1. Prepare a promotion policy statement. 2. Decide the basis of promotions. 3. Trace transfer routes. 4. Prepare employees for advancement. 5. Communicate the policy. 6. Create detailed personnel and service records. A promotion policy statement should answer the following questions. Should vacancies be filled up primarily by internal candidates or by outsiders? Should any preferential treatment be given to direct recruits? Should deserving internal candidates be overlooked? Should a pay increase be given on promotion? If so, when and how much? Deciding the basis of promotions. Performance appraisal, confidential reports, job and post bid system where internal candidates apply for open positions. Tracing transfer routes, having a formal and systematic promotional channel. Promotion steps are clearly identified and known to all concerned employees. Preparing employees for advancement. Training is imparted in different formats: on the job, by job rotation, by formal technical and professional training in institutions, as an understudy to a senior, and through conferences. Communicating the policy. The organization should communicate the policy through a manual, as standing orders, or through agreements with unions. Detailed personnel and service records. The basis of the promotion should be detailed, current, and reliable service records. The indices considered for promotion are performance in the present job, flexibility and versatility in performing different jobs, intelligence, education, and motivation. To sum up, a promotion system involves clear-cut definition of the line of future advancement, detailed personnel records, specific promotion plans, definite allocation of responsibility for identifying promotable individuals, and centralized coordination of the promotion function. Some of the factors considered for promotion are merit, length of service, education, training, work history, ability, hard work, cooperation, and honesty. Informal factors also play a powerful role in deciding promotions. These are thinking and feeling like the company's top executives, loyalty to the decision maker and the organization, social, political, and religious interests similar to that of the decision maker. Seniority versus merit. Whether promotions should be based on seniority or merit is a major point of discussion. Usually, both are given due consideration for deciding promotions. Argument for and against promotion by seniority. Benefits of promotion by seniority. Simple to understand and operate. All employees can expect promotion to some level. Satisfies personal aspirations for growth, builds morale, and is conducive to better labor management relations. Optimum utilization of existing people through training and development. Economical compared to recruiting externally. Internal candidates better known to the organization. Drawbacks of the seniority system. Internal resources may be inadequate. New blood, familiar with modern methods, infuses new thinking. Talented employees may not like to wait out their turn and may leave. When several insiders are promoted at the same time, the working of the organization may be disturbed. Benefits of merit-based promotion systems. Rewards meritorious service, encourages employees to work hard, leads to higher productivity. Practice in India. In Indian public sector organizations, elaborate rules regulate the seniority of employees, and promotions are largely influenced by seniority. Exceptions may be made due to political influence. In private sector companies, generally, clearly defined rules linking seniority and promotion do not exist. Generally, promotions are based on objective considerations which include all factors, including merit and seniority. In family-run businesses, family members are placed in positions of importance due to family linkages. Demotion. Demotion is an assignment to a job of lower rank. Causes of demotions are: departments are combined for economic or operational reasons, and some employees lose their positions. Inadequacy of performance, attitude, and capability. Inability to work because of new technology or methods, ill health, or personal reasons. As a disciplinary measure, a clear and reasonable list of rules should be framed whose violation would subject an employee to demotion. This information should be clearly communicated to employees. There should be a competent investigation of any alleged violation. If violations are discovered, there should be consistent and equitable application of penalty. There should be a provision for a review. Demotion policy benefits. Demotions keep employees alert and alive to their duties and responsibilities. For employees with long and meritorious service, there should be no demotion. Some responsibilities may be taken from them and assigned to others. Demotion should not be made as a penalty for violation of rules of conduct, poor attendance record, or insubordination, because such action will not improve performance. Disciplinary action should be considered in such cases. Demotions have serious impact on need fulfillment and self-esteem. Frustration and defensive behavior may result from demotion. Some companies prefer to discharge employees rather than face problems arising out of demotions.